Got up in the morning, took a shot, it's a rock. Girl, you left my stomach in a knot. Took my lighter and you burned the bridge. Thought you was a writer, no, you just an idol. You got me feeling like Big Sean in this 5, 4, 3, 2. I deserve a minute, wait a minute. Gotta get up and over, regain my composure. No longer my lover, finally finished and you did it. Girl, you really showed me, think with your heart, don't think with your body, clever. Sorry not sorry, sorry not Justin Timberlake, write me a river. Lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. You tried to convince me it was all in my head, and I felt like it's not you, it's me instead. I wanted to rock with you, roll with you. Said you was my baby girl, then you left me too. Everything was kosher, perfect like a poster. Then I got word that you wanna lead a picture. Off with somebody else, off with the jerk. With the shame on me, I really thought that it could work. Off with somebody else, off with the loser. Shame on me, I really thought we had a. Lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead.
And we are here. Better late than never. I just want to say special good evening to each and everybody who is tuned in. You know what I mean? Sorry for the late inconveniences, but we are here. That's the most important part. And we have to give thanks for life also. And it has been a tremendous weekend where it had, sorry, the ringing of the bell. But we're not gonna jump into that yet. You know what I mean? Let me just introduce ourselves. It's me, China, Wallen, Jason Wallen, whatever you want to call it, alongside Alan Powell, and we are about the topics right now. And thanks for Real Entertainment Network for having us here. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. I am Alan Powell here with Jason Wallen, China Wallen. Um, but Jason, I went out this weekend. Went
Mm,
out this week. Yeah, went out this weekend. Went on the road. So we're gonna talk. Yeah, we could start off with that. But even before we start off with that, you were disrespectful to your primary school last week. So I want to give you an opportunity now. Charleston Primary what won the primary school football. So I want to give you go ahead, take the opportunity to big up your school. You check? Go ahead.
I just want to take special time out and humbly apologize for the late notice that my school, CPS, who is the best CPS, has won the football league. And it's just much appreciation knowing that my roots started from back there. Most of our roots, Ira, you know, yeah, man. But at the same time, like back in the days, we known St. John's for winning too, right? So maybe that's why me not pay that much acknowledgement to. But congratulations to the Charleston Primary School, my school. That's where me come from. Yeah, man.
Okay. The next thing what we're gonna deal with, we're gonna wish the honorable Alexis Jeffers a belated happy birthday. 'Cause I think he turned 54 last week. You understand? So belated happy birthday to Alexis Jeffers.
Yes, I want to say happy belated birthday to the Honorable Alexis Jeffers, Minister Agriculture and Agriculture too, right? Agriculture and housing
Yeah,
and land and housing.
yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, long life, more strength. You know what I mean? So yeah, better things to come. Any anybody else you want me to greet, Alan?
Um, well, as I said, I went to I went to the place. I met my partner pressure, and I met
Mm.
Shade, and the man tell me specifically they need to get a big up from the show because they just be listening all the shows. You understand? So
Wow.
yeah. So we gonna big up them man over in Broom Hill and down the road. You understand? Pressure
Of course.
and Shade. You check hope the family is well. You understand? And I think Shay just recently Shay is no longer up on the mule boat with me. You know me is the captain, so me no all hope on the boat.
Finally.
You check it out, he don't jump off the boat long time. So I hope that the family is good and all them thing there. Big up to the man them, as me say. Um
Mm-hmm.
but Jason went on SK, lost my phone. You understand? I went go watch Black Panther. Yeah, they say by too much time don't pass. I need to know who is the new Black Panther, you know? So I went down there. But watch out. You know
Yes.
how me know me would give back my phone? Escape people been so nice to me. I tell Mr. Jason I got to just catch the bus and go back up by the movies and me I go get back my phone.
Yeah.
Me pan the watch out. From I get off the boat, right? Everybody want me meet. Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Everybody want come up on the bus and them and me say boy, singing people happy boy. So I just went back up by the movies and I get back my phone and everything. But SK, me no know. The people see me in good spirits. I enjoy the
Wow.
movie. Enjoy my
Wow.
little time in it. SK Saturday. Um, the Premier's Cup has started also. Sponsored by Mark Brantley. They got the Premier for, putting a little more. And over by the Mondo chap. And I like the crowd. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The, the best part, like the only reason people go like you go to be around the people, eh? And when I reach over there, yeah, it was good to see so much people taking in the football. You could see people one of the vibes and But the next thing what I would like is alright. By the Indian girls them in news look good like Jason. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. You understand? They're doing it. They're doing it. Somebody asks if you're outside.
No, I am not outside. I'm in downstairs in my quarters. It's called a basement for you guys.
Mm. And
This is where
he
I come
gonna
down here, download all my music.
oh
This is where the talent is brewed.
um so yeah, had a little nice football. It look like already it don't look like Bat and Credit Code will be clashing for the $2,500 pan the 12, you know. But we're gonna see. You know, tomorrow is another clash. I think he got
Mm-hmm.
games Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. You know what I mean? So a lot of games coming fast, and the competition ever done. Um, just before the election, actually, where you have on so much clothing.
You want me to strip for you, darling? 'Cause all I have on is a marina. You get me, yeah? So I don't know if it's this you wanna see. But otherwise than that, I have to hide my cleavage.
Mm, no, night time. Okay, we don't go over. I had a good weekend. Oh, you went on by sunshine too. A lot of Europeans was down by sunshine. A lot of Europeans. Um, Tourist season look good at least for sunshine. You know what I realized on sunshine. Sunshine full of people, right? And
Mm-hmm.
when you go up the road by the restaurant that they just built, not really that much. The people them come for sunshine. They ain't left out where they left out to come down here like to eat same European dishes. If you see what I'm saying. And I find that was kind of interesting, you know.
Yeah, but it's more catered for us because it's something new for us. You know what I mean? So that will end up. You know what I mean? Like see for yourself for what people want in terms of Valentine's, special occasions, and all those type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like sunshine is more typical and more iconic. You know, like you gotta be in order the business to go. You know what I mean? You gotta be known for something. So I guess you gotta let that strive a little bit to get known for what you're known for. You know?
Feel it. Okay. As you say, Jason, it's time now. Bell has finally rung. Check it out.
Wow.
We know the date. As a matter of fact, 2 weeks from now, this time, so we don't know he gonna get a holiday. I gonna be drinking a Guinness, and it either gonna be sponsored by CCM or NRP, and we gonna know that half of the country they ham and they talk and all them thing they ain't gonna taste good. We understand that this Christmas is gonna be tough for half the country.
But hey,
Um,
but hold on
God,
up, hold on up. Hey, this guy is so brilliant, right? This guy don't even want to read out the budget, then dissolve the house.
listen, watch out. We're gonna get to all of that. We're gonna get to all of that later. And who can say no to Killer B? Yeah, you're right about that. Um, before we reach on CCM, let's have a discussion about NRP, man.
Okay,
Let's
let's
talk
talk.
about let's talk about NRP. I would have asked you a preliminary question last week. I asked you if I witnessing some kind of new campaign strategy because I mean the first official meeting I think is supposed to be tomorrow, Jessups. So between the time when I asked you the question and now when we still talking, it's still not had no meeting and the bell ring and they've been saying already. So what am I supposed to be witnessing from NRP? What am I supposed to take from
Um,
NRP so far?
I guess what happened is we rely upon monkey see monkey do, right, and they got their own strategy of doing certain things rather than just jumping in one time. But I get what you're saying at the same time because it's something what we accustomed to. When the bell ring, we accustomed to get in these meetings head on. You know what I mean? So how we gonna look at it? It look like oh they're still behind. How could you just have a meeting and the bell ring? You know that kind of way there?
And listen, the reason why remember I asked you, come in and criticize it. Remember we come and we realize that for example, CCM kind of they don't spend money on billboards. There's not gonna be a lot of CCM billboards. That was a
Mm-hmm.
thing weird. It was a time when you would have kind of show you're gonna see that, and that cut out. So we understand. We know. Watch out. Oh, as of now, when we speak, right? Me no see no post up and land post and so gone up yet. Huh? Good night, Chef, and big up Jetty Taylor. So
The
so
the focus
so
the
so
focus
guy. Sorry for cutting you.
the focus sorry the focus is more of getting the people in because the people that make up their mind who they already vote for because they work out the the advertisement what they're doing right now is more for overseas people. You get it out? It's not for who here. It's more for the overseas. So guess what? The overseas people ain't gonna come here and look at no posts. You know what I mean? They're gonna look at the posts on social media. They're gonna look at the videos and all those type of stuff. You check it out? So guess what? Sell them a dream. Sell them a dream. But when they come down and see certain reality, say like they come, say like they fly, say like 100 people flying, supposed to be voting for CCM. You understand me? And after they look at all these videos, supposed rain fall the day when they come into Nevis, and they look at where they come in at the holy pier. You understand me? And after they like, but wait, this not supposed to done. But if they come in on a sunny day, they go ignore all of that. Let they come in when rain fall, they start bad. Once it start bad, you start acknowledge everything else. But guess what? They come in on a sunny day because the dream only got to sell on a sunny day, you know. The dream doesn't sell on a rainy day.
Good night, Miss Bello. Um, I feel you. I understand. The only billboard I see actually, the only kind of political poster of any kind. I was over in the game. Oh yeah, the game. I tell you, the game play over by the Mondo Jack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I drove to Cherry Garden to get out there, and that's how I see a Patricia Bartlett um
Mm-hmm. Billboard.
billboard. Yeah, I think somebody tell me no, you got one down by Delta too.
Mm-hmm.
When
Yeah,
I
right there
think
at the
you got
Pascal
one.
Delta.
Yeah, I think you got one when you're heading towards Town and when you heading the other way. I'm not sure what the other one for. No, both of
Yeah.
them in a St. John's. So I guess both of them I think. Me not drive up and down the place, no. And me not, you know me realize, you know how me realize me not taking things. I hear Eric talk about like the Tibet center finish, and I went up Best Buy the other day, and I text me a text him. I there on a car. So me not even look around to see the lovely building. So I realize when I go country next time, I really got to go look up there and see what is taking place. But I'm just
Mm-hmm.
trying to understand the NRP tactics. Because as soon as the election call, the first real meeting where they had was down in St. Thomas,
Yeah.
whereas nothing keep here. And even when we're talking about overseas voters, the overseas voters percentage still ain't gonna be enough in my estimation to offset what the people who live here. Okay? Is easier to invest in my estimation in the people and them who are already here than who is to come. Just in my estimation, and I feel like one of the things what I'm confused about is when you're listening to a lot of the shows them to me it easier to interact with people who outside of Nevis now through the internet. Huh? Me not necessarily see that you got to go to them if the importance of what is being conveyed is the message, my plan, my vision, and you understanding my plan and my vision. To me, with the internet, in a necessarily mean we got to jump and go and see these people. So I
I
don't
don't.
really understand.
In order to make dreams a reality, you gotta show up, you know.
Mm-hmm. Bill Pandat. You don't tell me Bill. Bill Pandat.
Exactly. I'm gonna build right now. Like I can give you a story. I expect the willingness. You gotta show willingness. So guess what? Some people, some people. If you get 50 people over the internet, you go at least get 20 more when you're actually interacting with them.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Because, like for instance, a lot of people don't follow me on social. A lot of people don't follow me on social media, but when they do see me, yeah, I mean, they want to feel that adrenaline too. Because like if me gonna sell your dream and get your hopes up, me showing up gonna build your confidence even more. Yes, I mean, especially when we talk to you and we look, no, we're not even gonna talk even about politics, you know what I mean? We're gonna talk like how's the family man. You know what I mean? Alright, when you come out, we're gonna drink some drink and whatever, whatever. Even if me not gonna time. Yes, I mean, me gonna give you 99%, me not gonna give you the full 100. Yeah, drinks gonna be there when you come to my island. I'm gonna get a cooler there for the family gathering. But I'm gonna be definitely busy. But at least I made an effort.
So it's similar to like if we going to fight a war, the general got to be able to go on the front line. Cause that gonna boost the morale of the troops. That's where you're basically trying to
Exactly.
have it.
And when they
Oh,
boost him out of the troops, but guess what? He stand up there go watch on, you know?
I feel you. Well, well, the only thing I would have said then, because I realized this today also about public meeting. If that is the case, I see. Okay, let me show you what I realized. I drive down Caracood this afternoon, this man, all day, and I realized the grass is getting cut on the side of the road in Caracood. There is a public meeting tomorrow in Caracood. And when I realized what taking place, I tell myself, you know what I would have done? If I was a politician, and me old and I in opposition, my meeting would have been wherever the party in power, just being the night before. That's how me going. I don't clean. It done
Yeah.
clean. It don't make no sense me go before them. It just makes sense me go after. So these little strategy things, I just see. You know what I mean? And I realize I think um I listen to I try I in the process right now where I'm gathering the visions, the plans that the politicians the politicians have for the people. You understand? That when I listening, that's what I listening for. Um Try to listen and he went in Rohan. Rohan was on last night, right?
Yeah.
And as I'm listening to the show, I'm realizing a problem because okay, I'm gonna start and I'm gonna be tough by NRB right now, but just understand this is not exclusive, but
Yeah.
is what I realize. This election more than anything is a like a popularity contest. You understand? I'm listening to the politicians, and for example, the show, the questions are asked in a manner to not necessarily to say what Rohan would do, but to look at the situation and say the situation is wrong or the situation is bad. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
When we are watching, we say the situation is bad, we got to offer something too. Otherwise, you just criticize, and that gonna end up being tough for somebody to end up and be like, you know what, I'm going with you, but baby, what are you saying you are gonna do to actually change the situation? And when you say you're
Of
gonna
course.
change it too, not in a general manner, because the same way how I hear Mr. Manos and Rohan doing it last night. When I was listening to some of the politicians to get their plan. Okay, Mr. Brand, for example, 'cause I got all of his plan just to write down in a book. We could get to that later too. The first 28 minutes of Mr. Brand's 44-minute speech was dedicated to answering JD. Because the CCM campaign right now is basically a response to NRP saying nothing happened.
About chicken nuggets? Yeah. You like more rice than chicken here.
Them vibes is them. So the first 28 minutes was cussing, and then when you reach to 28 minutes and some kind of seconds, then you have a situation where Mr. Brand start to tell you, well, this is what um I'm going to do. And Mr. Brand, if you're listening, me not say you been a purely cussing. So, for example, you would say, well, a Billy Road going crossed by El Camino Willie, but you know there's some extra comments put on every now and again. We don't need this politics. So
Yeah.
it wasn't focused upon it wasn't focused. I beg to differ. He usually does, but last night's show was very scripted. That's why I always wish Mr. Manners will let the candidates sell. At this point, he usually does. When she say he usually does. Delicious, give me a little more context point over that. But as I say, right now for
Mm-hmm.
me is about what you're gonna do. Tell me what you're gonna do. And when I say tell me what you're gonna do, tell me what you're gonna do. January man in 2023. That's what we're dealing with right now. If you wanna say
Of course.
December Tuesday or whatever, but I'm talking about where are we going? Um, I got still in between. You gonna get some of the plans them, eh? But as I'm saying is, I feel like there was a way for this show to be. Um, I feel like there is a way for NRP to get out the message without getting to talk about CCM as much at this particular point in time. Nevis people, people could get vexed and say, how come Nevis people don't change if they see them again not board? Nevis people fed up as CCM. But you ain't gonna change if you're gonna reasonable alternative. If you ain't seeing, okay, this is where we're going. Show me the vision. In my estimation.
I
Mm,
want the girl to talk about the manners. When I hear manners, me just light up.
who
When me
girl
hear
that to talk
manners,
about?
when you say, you know what I mean, you gotta explain properly. Somebody said something about manners a while ago.
Oh,
I don't know if you're referring to, I don't know if you're referring to your friend manners.
oh, I don't know neither. Yeah, big up Michael by the way. Yeah, big up the boss by the way.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah,
But
but it's
guys,
just
you know what I mean?
uh, yeah. Aye.
As I was saying, on a side note, you know what I mean, guys, this is a crucial time now make a decision, you know, because if this happening back to back, you know what I mean, like all the talk why I got you just blowing smoke up our ass too. Because we also giving you guys also different alternatives or solutions, but to just to pick your poison wisely too. So if I saying all this stuff, then I end up do the opposite because I feel like I gonna lose the job or something or the other. Hey, all to I at the end of the day. Manners and respect.
Okay, Jason, I don't even tell you about that one. Yeah. Water department.
Mm.
Water department. My understanding is water department ain't issue no bills for a couple of months now.
What? Who
Reason
pays
being,
bills on a government? Who pays bills on the election year? That's what you're saying? I billing up to cut.
no. It's more entertaining than that. When asked why no bills are going out, the response has been they do not have any envelopes. And the company where they usually get envelopes from, now say must have gone out of business or they can't get an envelope or nothing. That does sound like any kind of sense, Jason. One company sell envelope, and what happened to the system was done, so they couldn't send out they couldn't tell you like where you're on either. So you
Take
come
your
in
Alexis.
with
Take your Alexis say, um, I no pay half our bill. And somebody say, no, we pay all. Well, I almost right.
yeah. So that was just a little thing as I tell you. Somebody tell me they went go try to figure out what going on with the bill. Well, they went to pay the bill really and truly, and they went to find out what going on, and they were told that there are no envelopes. So I hope that the government is able to obtain some envelopes soon. I can't believe that things is that bad. Another bad, and another well bad, but I can't believe that they're that bad. Mm,
Hmm. Somebody say what? Please tell them Amazon sell envelope, please. Yeah. You know what they gonna say? Well, you don't sponsor some if you love your country. If you're that patriotic, sponsor some. They kind of what they want, yeah, you know. They kind of
um,
what they.
Jason, you feel like it is possible to be fair in a politics?
It's impossible. They got to do what they got to do. All they got to do is try get the upper hand. That's all. Be the
Because
cat in the rat race. Be the cat in the rat race. You already know it's a rat race. Be a cat. You can't be the same rat. You're gonna lose.
Jetty Taylor, I agree that getting paperless is good, but when the system done and you can't get in the system, things still tough for you, boy. No care which part I be go the time there, so nothing could have happened. So I hope that on the platform in one of the minister's speech is some kind of new system or something. Maybe the announcement that we have a new paper company. You check it out. We're gonna be getting envelopes from somewhere else, something like that. So, um, but Jason, yeah, we go talk about the airport too. Eh? Loretta has been warning me. She asking me about this airport all the time. I asked the premier if the airport ever sell. Ask him if the airport ever sell. I think we did end up eventually asking if the airport is gonna be sold. I've been
Wow.
told I've been told that somebody is looking to acquire some kind of land. Like a lot of the land around the airport. You see, I like where the tire place be. I think them on sell pizza and so right now. You see
Yeah.
all which part the old police station been and all them thing there.
Mm-hmm.
They want buy I think they want buy like 9 acres of land or something. Um I heard that the government the road that the government doing in Newcastle right now,
Yeah.
they ain't gone all the way. It like it cut off. So it's seeming like because the person tell me like how you go to the airport and so everything's supposed to change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, them man you ain't gonna go around there and go by the coast and all them things no more. So the person seem like they wanna get the land and develop everything and just got you like as well.
So
So
that's why Alex is down there. So that's why Alex is down there enjoy time and drink fish water.
but based on what me understand, he gonna got to get it in right now while he can.
Hmm.
Cause I don't think that is gonna be taking place for.
But, but based on these promos what I'm seeing CCM promoting, you understand me, including the police station that was built. You understand me? Was that funded by the federal government or the NIA built it.
I'm not. I'm playing by the premier rules. So whatever is federal, me not give no credit to the federal thing in another local election. So when it comes to things that under national security, Mr. Premier, you not catch me with about that. And make it worse, they ain't supposed to be talking about that because of what happened with the fire truck couldn't fit in and them kind of thing. So
Yeah.
me, I am going to do CCM. I am going to give them the benefit of the doubt and tell them that there was a federal thing. Watch it, I'm gonna blame it on Timana. Okay? That how far going with them. I'm not gonna talk about that data. So you know, they ain't gonna get no credit for that. That federal. They want credit, do something local.
Wow. Wow. So PRO better do some damage control.
No, you know what? Them are gonna maintain taking the credit. Them man take credit for the double salary what Dr. Joe pay. The premier said thanks to his negotiation, they were able to negotiate the fourth double salary in 5 years on behalf of the people of Nevis. And don't overlook the property by the airport that was halted. Everything is going to be worked around that property to the benefit of the owner. They too tricky and bad. Watch the play. I'll stop here for now. Listen, all I understand is it seems like there's gonna be some kind of partnership. The person gonna have some kind of there's gonna be an agreement. And I feel like that's how come right now you're hearing, there's gonna be big news and all that. I wanna see the final agreement. Because I like how the premier is a technical man, eh? You understand? And you know how okay. So,
I guess
you know how he got shares and you could own 40% of the share. So me still own them. I own 60%. You understand them kind of ways there? So we're gonna see
yeah.
we're gonna see what take place with regards to the airport. But yeah,
Well, the airport to extend to Nisbet, so you're gonna be one big boy.
by seeing maybe Nisbet could turn into the airport hotel.
Because we
Yeah, but
need hotels around the airport. We need hotels around the airport.
well, based upon what is taking place, the person look like they want to bring in this thing to like develop around the airport, So I wanna believe it's gonna be some kind of package thing, whether or not it's gonna be office spaces and other things. But the person ain't look like they want just to invest in an airport who got shares in an airport. It look like
Hmm.
okay. It's the same thing what I tell you the other day about like the Mondo Chuck. The Mondo Chuck is a real estate play by the government, Now the government happened to put the Mondo Chuck by which by manga goat pen and then kind of thing there. So you understand you got problems with the real estate, but it's a real estate thing. When you're looking at when I be talk about what making a gonna stands and so that are gonna improve the value of the real estate. This man ain't coming in pan the government pan no one level thing like I promise people, oh you're gonna be able to land by an airport. He wanna be able to make money all around. So you come off, there's this, there's that. You got to get amenities. Ain't just about getting this one thing. What the one thing gonna connect on pan who give me money. That's how the real estate need to be played in order for this thing to be financially viable.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess this person would kind of be showing nervous when you're going into a real estate deal. You got to be committed not just to the one entity, but you got to look overall and see what else you're gonna be putting around this thing? What else could feed in to the same thing? What may I do here also? He's a farmer, so he just have to try to establish this formula in Nevis for the first time. Tanya said Nisbet has been sold. I don't know that. I think I know he close. Well, I think I hear he close. Mark Smart, not a damn thing doing for Nevis. Oh, his empty promises. Oh, unbearable. The another thing I realized when I was listening to the politicians, particularly the politicians were eating right now. Oh yeah, no, what I eating before we reached by that I had another piece of water NRP. Yeah, forget me NRP what I glad we might be blown out. So let me ask you a question. I am somebody who is a new voter, right? I just a voter in general. CCM is going to come with the tactic of 2013 will always be spoken about. NRP have come now and are like, this is the new NRP. But when I see them talking about, because literally I don't feel like they embrace the underdog mentality. But when they are speaking about what NRP has done, it's back to Hensley and them, man. So how may I come and I tell you, well, this is the new NRP, right? But then when me I tell you, when me I come to tell you, well, this is what NRP do. Me I tell you about this and that, which is under who you're trying to say. No, that's the old NRP. This is the new one. That makes sense? How me could disassociate this new NRP with the old one? If you keep on and tell me what the old NRP do for Nevis.
And knowing the fact that he recently formed a party and like in less than 10 years he are shattered to pieces and he won more recent and he's still moving like a winner because he tell
Who
the
you
self
talking?
Nevis people. No,
Who
I'm
you
talking
talking about?
about what CCM does be saying about the old NRP,
Okay,
right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying look what just happened recently to CCM also.
Mm-hmm.
You check it out? Meaning like the farmer unity and it didn't work and it happened in less than 10 years.
Go ahead, Bill. You got to build on that because I not follow you yet. Maybe me too slow.
No, it doesn't matter you too slow. I understand what are you saying. You say that's all the
Mm-hmm.
NRP, right? But at the same time too, NRP could use this word and say, well, the new system administration farmer unity.
Oh, but what you know, and Jason, this is what I'm trying to tell you. NRP missed the opportunity to properly rebrand themselves and to disassociate themselves by simply watch out all what them man go do is say what they gonna do, Jason. That's why he come back to. Why are you telling me what Hensley do and what this do? And in 2010 and we do this training and wherever. If even if them the plans are good, however, why you don't just take them and say we're gonna do this, that, or the other thing? You come in and you tell him, okay, I mean, I'm supposed to get to this a little bit later, but I listen to these politicians, right? And me no be a listen to the lyrics, and me I tell myself, me could I get through that there? If I was looking at a woman, I could I get through the lyrics there. So for example, cause this is the situation we're in now. Them I tell you, me change. Them I talk to the woman and them I tell me change. But everything them, but everything you try to tell this woman is what you used to do. You go tell them what you're going to do. You can't talk about them thing there because them thing there is the problem. So this is what, and furthermore, what I'm saying is too, if me come to you and me ask you a legit question, and your reflection gonna be, well, look, CCM do this and the, you know, address the critique, and all what me tell you needs to be done by NRP. Say what you gonna do, rather than, oh, NRP had the, bruh. Am I trying to disassociate myself with this thing? Am I the new NRP? If me the new one, how come me still a deal with the whole thing then? Is a fair question? Everybody in the chat, let me know if it's a fair question. This is my observation.
Um, well, for me, me go answer too because it's a question for everybody. Me wanna answer it too.
Mm-hmm.
Me feel like I agree with what you're saying because like this is a new Reformation party we're dealing with, and they cannot talk about other things what previous ministers whoever was in done dealt with. You gotta tell me what you're gonna do. You understand me? If CCM wanna dwell on the past, let CCM dwell on the past alone.
And you see, my thing is, me really try ask questions in a universal manner because how this thing happen to, that are how me come to pan NRP side, but I'm listening to CCM too, and the majority of the speeches that they give are telling you what they do for you in the last 5 years. So one of my question for you too is, if you're going in the voters board, am I supposed to be concentrating on what you have done for me, or what you are going to do for me? Which one of them they're supposed to be more powerful in my consideration? What is done, or what will be done?
Well, Alan, Alan, to tell you the truth, like
Mm-hmm.
you gotta look at what is done, because if nothing been done before, me can't got me hopes for what me expect and me not expect nothing. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody has a track record, and with a track record, like for instance, if you know these party has done select system has done certain things where you in your favor, where you like see, you know what I mean, and what you voted for, you know what I mean? You're gonna give them the vote based on what they do, you know what I mean? You only gonna realize you waste your vote if they ain't do nothing looking forward. So that means you waste your vote. After you go back and vote again for the next party who you think gonna do it.
um so when you say who you think gonna do it, so that means you're telling me that the majority of what I'm supposed to focus on is what you are going to do.
But Alan,
Mm-hmm.
let me just say this. If I know you give me $20 yesterday, you understand me, and you not got $20 tomorrow, and you tell me, but check me Friday, I'm gonna give you the $20. You know what I mean? You know what me I go base off of? The first time you give me $20.
What may I try to tell you is to, cause when me been 16, $20, me not have the money. I went on pan the I can't even say which part of it. I buy 2 Guinness the other day. It was $14. $20 ain't nothing. In the same spirit of when we understand that if you get to galvanize, that can't do you nothing over a 5 year period, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not ignoring the fact that, hold on, Alan and Abby had a record of performance. That is why they can refer to the past. They are also saying what they will do. CCM track record is promise after promise. No, just me one man, saying like get all of that done. What I mean, if NRP ain't gonna acknowledge that part of them losing the 2000 election there, um, part of the story is not the disenfranchising at the voters them. Me not really know what I talk about. Yeah, Loretta, I know it was gonna be tough for you tonight.
But Alan, I get what you're saying.
Mm.
What what you're really saying is like you feel like there is more gas in the tank. You know what I mean? And like you want it to be all fired up. You know what I mean? We are like everybody wants that in an election. Like they just don't want to see the competition being one sided all the time. Like we want to see tit for tat.
Tit for tat. In terms of what?
Yeah, like just right there. So now you want to make me so biased now.
I, bruh, me try understand what you say. Nah, but me try to understand what you say.
Right. So yeah, how much more days to go?
13 more days.
And you going all the way?
Remember all the way.
You not going all the way? Go vote.
Yeah, I think I will make a right system.
Mm.
If my name there. If my name is on the
Check
list. Uh,
check see if me name there, please. Check see if me name there.
Um, I could go through some of Spencer Brand campaign vision. Yeah, me start yeah. Maybe Loretta and I me start off and JD one first. No, me ask her questions. I'm here to present her with information. Hey, watch out, watch out, even before we go in the brand thing, right? Can you be mention something? We go talk about some of the setup to this election. Can you mention something rightfully and tactically what I realize? Ladies and gentlemen, the premier want to see the budget. He does not want us to see the budget there before this next election. That is very clear. And here's something where you got to understand. The budget is part of the money would have been part of the manifesto because all I've been a budget be. When they sink it this weekend, me had a budget. You know you're going somewhere. You know this is what this can cost, this is what that can cost, and you pull a particular amount of money and you're going to deal with your thing accordingly. If the
Mm-hmm.
premier had read the budget, if the budget was gonna be wonderful, the premier would have read that lovely document and and then we would at least know what the first year is gonna be looking like. We would see where the money is. The premier does not want us to know what the 2021 real figure there be. And he does not want us to see what he 2023 estimations are gonna be looking like. And that's rough. And this is the second time I do it. The same, the same thing happened in 2017. You check it out. So um, from what
It's
I
too
was telling
holy.
y'all about, from
It's
what
too
I was
holy.
telling y'all, from what I was telling y'all about the budget last week. in general, you go see through the numbers that the Premier does generally lose $13,000. I may say 13,000. I wish he used to only lose 13,000 on this. He'd lose about 13 million Eastern Caribbean dollars every year. He in the budget estimates that I saw for 2021 and 2022, we were budgeted to lose about $70 million. But some of that would be offset by how much we get by SK. The important thing for the concerned citizens movement, if you're a voter and you're considering CCM, the real thing I feel like you got to consider one of the essential things, because I'm telling you this is an election board month. CCM got to explain to you no, if they are not going to be getting the same support that they used to get under Team Unity. Okay, for example, Mark Brantley getting on an average like what, $50 million a year. He getting $50 million a year and still coming out down 13 million every year. If that number go to zero, the worst number that I show you what NRP do would be, he would be record breaking in his awful. We would never see nothing like that there. Watch it, you see the election here? This would not have been we going for 5, no? No boy. Without the federal money, the federal support what was coming in, we would have been record breaking brokes under the Premier. I could have come here and tell you right now, CCM is gonna lose the election. Based upon that. So now understanding that that is the situation and the Premier is SK dependent.
But they could still lose.
He got to be clear about how we are gonna be managing this budget. What the budget realistically is gonna be looking like. You understand? Because as I tell you, yo, if I be starting to lose them kind of money there every year, boy, yo, new taxes? Oh my god. Ain't gonna be good. Yeah, JTT, like it, we would be losing $5 million a month if it wasn't for the federal government.
To still
So
lose because at least they know at least somebody who watching this could at least come to the senses and like, yo, Timo really was doing this for the man, and look what the man ended up do to Timo, shatter the holes, everything.
the thing I still can't understand is that the valid argument what the Premier had is that Nevis was getting more than he ever get. Abby get something. But then he's argue against his own self. And he's like, yo, we need to be getting more than something. Sometimes the figure that the Premier was arguing for from the federal government would have been more than the Nevis budget altogether. You know? We would have been getting like 120 something $million. We would have been getting more than what we make. How would have been reasonable? And then in those scenarios now, the federal government would have been down. So as I telling her about the Premier in one, I'll be social getting right back on the yo. No, just you don't understand what I'm trying to say. If the federal government, and by the way, I want to big up the Premier. Listen, the Premier is a smart man. Dr. Joe, The premier gonna make sure that you're a one-term prime minister. You understand? The premier smarter than you. At this present moment in time, Dr. Joe come out and say, government books. Team on the government books. By November, Dr. Joe come out and say, double salary. I mean, like, what Mark do, Mark just say, oh yeah, I negotiate that. They make sure the people of Nevis are sorted out and all that kind of thing. Dr. Joe can't come back out the lobby no more, he books again, eh? No, no, no. Premier Bradley Pooh, you got money. He done negotiate with you. You check it out. I like what going on, but the premier gonna let us know what is the new circumstance. Whoever gonna be the premier, gonna go let us know what is the circumstance. But I see Matt being yeah. I feel so later. You sure soon done. But the premier ain't interested. He ain't want us know the budget. And that's strange. I feel like the numbers in there are not gonna be wonderful reading. That is the only way. But really and truly, the whole timing of this thing was awful to it because this thing so tough. I feel like even if the premier been do a budget, I want to know if there would have been any grounds to like take out that day. Fuck the bro. Anyone living in so area, come on to black is for why I should have that Florida, but maybe that fighting. You got fighting in Florida than yeah, but I could go on by Alicia and enjoy yourselves in Miami. If anybody is in Miami, that'll be next week Saturday. I enjoy yourself. Me and be watch football. No, this week Saturday, so. So Jason, you ready to hear Mr. Brand campaign vision? I have all his
I'm
plans
all
for
ears, man.
Charleston.
I'm all yours.
Okay. He said first thing he said he's gonna do is gonna reconstruct the fisherman's pier in Charlestown.
What? Hold
He
on. Let me
said,
stick on that there for a little bit.
God,
Reconstruct the fisherman's pier in Charleston. To what?
he said it was destroyed, and the fisherman and them apparently they doing on way to do the thing in town. So
When it
he
was
gonna
destroyed.
I think one of the hurricane and them.
So it hasn't been nothing has been refurbished back since.
Me not think so.
Okay.
I think I want to believe he talking about the same peer where Chai family fall off and dead and so. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So you're
Yeah,
gonna reconstruct it. Okay.
yeah. He say you already have a quote from somebody who is an expert in building piers.
Yeah.
Um, one thing why I would have like all the politicians and them to be able to do. If you really get in politics and you want to understand what's taking place with this thing, if he have a quote, you don't think he should have tell us who he get the quote from? What is the quote? I'm proposing that we're gonna build this pier. So just tell me how much the pier gonna cost. Me not understand the hiding up. And as me I tell you, this gonna be for all the politicians. Because NRP gonna have some wonderful ideas too. And me gonna just wanna know how you gonna get them pepper. Because Nevis Island administration does pay roughly about $90 million out of the 140 in salaries. So it's only 50 million you got to work with. And especially if you ain't get the another 50 million from Dong SK. So I just want to know how the money is going to be divided in order for us to get that. I feel like the plans what put forward by the politicians should be more detailed. Say you're gonna put a bus stop, two state of the art bus terminals, one for Newcastle and one for Gingerland. He said he's driving around town and he's looking at land that he could acquire for the purposes of doing the bus terminals. And oh yeah, and he said not just bus terminal. He said they're gonna got restaurant and gift shop.
The only hope because see that they happen if they buy the building from the Chinese and they let that slide.
Yeah, Chantel, he saying tongue. Chantel. You mean from low?
But the
The
thing
building
about it,
from low?
if a bus stop is gonna be there, yeah, that's something that mean I
Mm,
still got walking to do.
indeed. Charlestown is kind of spread out. In a like you can right in town. Cause he said more on the edge of town.
The only thing he could do is just keep the tradition alive.
Okay. So you don't believe that that is going to happen? Cause
Nope.
this is what I'm saying. You go look at what is, because remember, first of all, you got to find land in town. Enough land. You got to buy the land. And then you still got to do all of these things, and then as you say,
But even
restaurant.
if he give up, even if he give up his building wherever he got up government road and all, that can't even work.
No. Cause he gonna come into area and all them kind of thing that then enough. Jetty Taylor said Bill I'm gonna receive him. Okay. And this is a proposition I think that J.D. Keynes has also made. So it look like both campaigns are saying town is going to get a community center. He say he gonna put a community center to the top of government road. What do you think about that?
I could see that happening because he got the land right there.
He said that the government own the land where sister see the sell she chicken and which part of the man to fix up for Christmas tree lighting and thing.
Nope. The government wanted to buy the land.
Listen, if I lie half a Spencer gonna listen him clear. And watch out. He gonna give some what, remember all of this have been in first 28 minutes or what or not. He said that he don't know if y'all realize, but the land has been acquired by the government. And he said that
He's,
shortly, he said that they buy the land 2019 and all. He said 2019. Let me give you a year when he says so. That's what
okay,
he said.
hold on. Hold on. Let me not try say what me not supposed to say and say what me really supposed to say. I you can remember that he came to me and vamp and he mentioned about the land and said whatever. You know what I mean? So I left in 2019. So I could give him the benefit of the doubt that he could buy the land between 2019 and now.
Well,
But
he said
at that time I know he not been buy the land because
well,
there was some hiccups.
are you been a hold up the deal in your ass? That you been
I
a
hold up
hold
too
up the
much a
deal.
deal.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean
as
hold up
soon
the
as you
deal.
left. as soon as you left, that when the deal could have get final. The advice
Wow.
that came from Brand after JD spoke, eh? I'm not here to debate who came first with the idea. I do recall, I could say that when I heard JD say so, I was at a town hall meeting. And I think she actually was saying that before too. So, me not try to discredit JD, you know. And I think I mean you been on here and say, I ain't really concerned with who come up with the idea first, you know. I feel like execution and
Cells.
and the vision and the vision what you gonna have still gonna be car a building what I gonna put on and a building what Jason gonna put on gonna be two different building. It's the same thing
Like
with
for
clothes
me,
and all kind of thing.
like for
That
me, where I basically see the bus stop is um where that building is, where the abandoned building there is, what connected to the old sports museum.
he talk about that too, but he
Like
wasn't
that's
definitive.
that's the only possibility I see for a castle bus stop, or they make it shareable. Otherwise, on that inland revenue don't build and don't block everything.
Alright. Based upon what he had said, he bring up the old customs building and he said it will be renovated and reconstructed. Me don't know how you could reconstruct and renovate something. I thought you renovate or reconstruct.
Well, remember system have a way with words, right? Because like how I look at the brand new netball complex, there's a brand new upgraded netball complex, and I'll miss a swoosh, swoosh, just paint.
Yeah, but he said it would be done for public use. This year again, right? And the same criticism what I got from Mr. Brown, I got for JD in certain areas. So say for example, the customs building gonna be renovated for public use. I, I, I feel like that they need to be clearer. I mean, I think it should be public use, by the way. That there is a prime real estate in a town. That once again, this is a real estate play. Me personally, I feel like all the sports museum and all them things they build, all that they're supposed to get knocked down, and there's supposed to be some proper real estate. Let me put it in, build up the market. You got a government building behind there, all them things there. This is real estate for me.
Yeah, but system should done their foreigners and stop calling things state of the art when they know things ain't finished.
I feel like that's all the politicians gonna go do this. Gonna go do this thing. Me say a long time now, no. Modern is fine, no. Watch out, you're not even got to use so much of syllables. What happened to new? You remember the days when you get something new and that ain't been good enough? No shit gotta
Yep.
be fantastic. You know what I mean? It gotta be world class and all them kind of thing.
Yeah. Too
Man,
much
I
too much
can't
of these
satisfy with new.
words too much of these words be tossed around with me pissing on board house.
Um, oh yeah, he says swimming classes will be available at Gallows Bay and under the new administration. Because all new visions should be able to swim.
Swimming classes are available right now.
No, but
Miss me kids
they're not available from here.
me kids go swimming class every Saturday.
Well, maybe he see some kind of shortage in, in swimming, but he said he grew up JD put up pics of the rundown net back walk Brown went the next day and started digging. Same for the roads by the Methodist church. Brown went immediately and started digging. I rest my case. But Brown's argument is that he don't have them there, do it. That he vibes. Swimming class for real. The man say he gonna get swimming class in town. That was amazing.
Why I
Um,
need to look?
wait,
Why I
wait there.
need to look
Before
for
I,
if the?
die.
Why I need to look right to see if the St. Paul's Anglican Church got a nice road do behind it by in the parking lot. Then after I would know what going on.
Okay. Long time me not gonna me gonna check.
Well, you need to take a
Um,
look on and do bring videos.
okay. Um, if he gonna get any kind of swimming class hustling going on, Mr. Banner just wanted to know I live in town and I could swim now. Okay. So if this thing is got some kind of swimming hustle, idea. Just let me know. Let's negotiate the number and I get down
But
there. You know what I mean?
but
Anytime.
um but Alan, pick sense on the nonsense here. Where we come from in such infrastructure with too simple swimming class. Like you know got a sports department who could take care of that.
The government trying to get themselves involved in too many things.
But you
Part of the
get what I'm
problem
saying,
is
right?
the yeah. Part of the problem is the people, Jason, that make the government feel like they got to get. I feel like politicians, because they don't feel like they could say no in certain instances, people just come, yo, we need this, we need this, we need this, and a lot of the things what people will be telling politicians, you can't get from a
I
politician.
feel I feel like Mark Brantley didn't revise all of those stuff. I believe those stuff were published before even Mark Brantley said that because Mark Brantley would not let that come out. I'm
What, the
very
swimming class?
honest. Yeah, because you jump from infrastructure and jump straight in the sea.
Okay, okay.
Because guess what?
Maybe
Guess what? You start here how you start on the Alan. Here how you start on the here where you start say. You start saying what he said. Good. He said he start saying about brand new pier. And after the pier, you start talking about community center up to the top of government road or whatever. Right?
bus stop.
And now bus stop. You start talking about bus stop. Right? And we look now back down in the sea again. Like you go see marking revise that there.
I'm going back down in the sea again, because I'm in down with the sea. Again, and
Mr.
again, know
Mako,
about
come back.
again, and again, know about this time. He said that he will build a boat lift in town overboard in order so that when there is inclement weather, you will be able to just pull up your boat on the land in Nevis. He said he had. This is one of those things again where he said he has spoken to somebody and they say the land is available and he just got to basically go over there whenever he ready and get this thing going. Wait, JT, he's calling
Why
a boat lift, eh? I don't know. I was supposed to go and check out exactly what going on, but I don't know what
why
it
don't
is.
why don't empower somebody than rather put the government involved in all of this?
Jason, this is why I'm telling you. The government want to be involved in too much things, and the people are missing the vibes of the government. All the government supposed to do, somebody supposed to, as you say, be empowered, get a little money, be making the change after this, and because they are making money, they would have employees. The government could get like social security and all of the little, taxes. If you're gonna be providing a service, that means you're gonna get VAT involved. The government is only supposed to get a piece. The government ain't supposed to be doing full fledged. industries all over the place. It
But
gonna be
but you get what I'm
inefficient.
saying? Like, what you making yourself involved for? That mean you know how much backhoe man and tractor man you're going to cut out? We'll make the $100, the 250, the $300. We don't empower one person. We know for sure do something like that for years, and like, hey, we could give you a grant for this loan or whatever. You know what I mean, to do this. Like, we don't want to be too much in so much of things for. I know the fisherman in the way you see him shut them go see water. We all know that.
Yeah, so that is we would potentially be getting a boat lift over bad. This next one here, and this next one here, gonna make you gotta see gotta have the same or a similar argument. He said he was speaking to some interested persons, and next year he wanna have a city fest.
A what?
So we're gonna have city. He talking to people, and he wondering because we have so much of cultural things in town, and we have the venues and everything. So we're gonna have City Fest 2023. And one of my thoughts was once again is me don't talk to a couple of man too who would like to keep a festival in town. I feel it's better if people in the community organizing the festival rather than the government. As you say, even if you give them man a grant, give a promoter something a grant and say, yo, I want you. If you're really interested, I see you to keep these things. I would prefer you do it. You understand? And we're gonna give you a one-time grant. And if you continue build your thing, we could work with you in partner. We could help you with little marketing and so. But that's your vibes. Me not feel like the government because remember me got a problem. I tell me culture I'm gonna lose money every year. You know? If culture I'm gonna lose money, how City Fest I can make money? And well, I know the way how City Fest would make money because if you put somebody, cause that's the next thing about when you put somebody to do these things. If you put somebody to do these things, them man going in there with the idea to make money. Eh? So because things on the line for them, they're gonna have to watch the dollars. And around 2020 is a serious recession. We need to hear real sense. The man, what? Are you on that? How come me I ask Jason what is important? What you done do for me or what you gonna do for me? But anyway, City Fest 2023. What do you think about the City Fest? You excited? You're coming home for the City Fest?
And we rolling.
The playing field up in Ramsbury will be upgraded. They say it will be fenced. Facilities will be built. Um, and he said he gonna get the best playing field in Nevis.
The best playing field in Nevis.
Yeah, when he
State of
finished
the
it up there,
art.
as usual, as
Well,
usual.
first thing first. First thing first. You know what I mean? What you gonna do for me ain't gonna make no sense, but okay.
Oh yeah, and
Like, I tell you that I could toss around these words just so much. Then after we look the boycott, what they really supposed to deal with, which is most important and more um has a history behind it. Like for instance, like the ETW park. I'm not saying not to do anything to the park in Ramsbury, but you you gotta focus on something monuments what also has history with it. You know what I mean?
people
Up to
can't
now,
see
you know,
your
don't
people can't see your eye right now. Eh? Your camera.
homie.
Yeah, you're in the up here, so only your mouth
Oh,
people gonna see.
so
Guys,
as I
even
was
that, yeah.
saying, as I was saying, like. You jump, you missing the point. You thinking you're hitting, but you're missing. So I don't know if you're hallucinating or something. You feel like something in front of you and you're really punching it down. You know what I mean? But you're not punching. If you're gonna say
Um,
you're gonna refocus on the ETW park, then deal with whatever afterwards. Well, you could sell me that dream, but you just left one after. You tell me you're gonna do something else over there. Nah, you're blowing smoke on my ass, bro.
okay, I got to fix it myself now too, cause Mr. Willett, I think he's gonna be receiving an award called the Golden Jacket down in the British Virgin Islands. Next year is gonna be 50 years. He was the first man from the Leeward Islands to make the West Indies cricket team at age 19, so they're gonna be commemorating him next year. 50 years since that happened. So I just want to say congratulations to Mr. El Comido Willett on
Well,
your achievement. That
if you not been said that, if you not been said that, I would see a post in the morning and say something good is happening.
uh yeah, so yeah, Mr. Willett. And even when I was thinking about like Mr. Willett and his achievement, like CCM would say that they're unlucky, but if they had finished the hospital on time and invest the money in the park, what they say they would have invest, they would have been looking good right now. Watch it. I believe I will would have voted for CCM and all in other election, yeah. If them man don't it didn't do that there. They will not take it all, but they might take it on. You see what I mean? Saying? But you just got the thing look pop down right now. You know what I'm saying? The hospital, the investment was not there, and then COVID come on. Whereby COVID could have been a blessing and you look like a genius. COVID come around and just had you scrambling.
Yeah, but
I think you said that they would seriously look at moving the sixth form college. So that's another piece of land where they gonna find somewhere to go put down sixth form.
hmm.
Maybe sixth form going out at them. Um, everything after that is roads, you know. Everything after that is roads in Ramsbury. Well, I gonna be here.
This and that would have said something better than what he said. You know, in my books. You know, I mean, don't worry, feel like I hate you, Mr. Brand. Don't worry, feel like I hate you. I love you.
Hmm.
Just how Jesus love you, I love you.
Boy, listen, I've been linked up with Mr. Ban by a particular place, and Mr. Brown was cool. It was cool. Can't say I can't say it been awful. The only thing he was like, listen, we're speaking off the record, but with her, me not go bitch her hitchus. You feel what I mean? I say, yeah, the man just been cool in my estimation, and we even like me sure he all and things. And me say, Mr. Brand, boy, this thing gonna be tough, you know. And I need you to know, like we got to call spade spade. Me give him examples. Some of them he laugh after, you know what I mean? I say, but it, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Just know that if your name call and you're upset, your ass is not entitled to come on the show. That don't mean you're gonna get on the show. No. Make noise. Just like how I be make noise, you make your noise too.
Exactly. Plain and
Yeah.
simple, man.
Can watch it. I'll be get some show. I'll be get
Big
some over
time.
the other day pan a podium, pan a podium smartly, you know. But because
Yeah,
it was like, yeah, because it was such a stretch, I tell myself, yo, I'm good. And
and
we ain't gonna do that.
what were those words? Because I could have ignored any noise, eh? You know what I mean? But right now, but you tell me not ignore it.
Um it was something talking about people just be stressing on what you're saying, like you can't have a slip of the tongue sometimes. And you know, we had on a politician recently having a slip of the tongue. He just can't get his colleague name called. I ain't my fault. You can't call a colleague name. Me go calling you. I know her name. You just go find out she name too. No, don't roll your R's. Nobody roll your R on them. This not no Puerto Rican word. Up the air, up the island up the land up. Me
Yeah,
no
I
get
think
to
he
see that the
swapped
book.
for one behind the hospital.
Oh. Oh yeah, he said he gonna take off piece of the stone there by the hospital to you.
All of that too. Take off piece of
Yeah,
stone. All of
yeah,
that we need
because
to know.
he said he take off piece of the big rock and people vex with he, but he got another piece of stone to take off. So he gonna take off the stone the when you're heading up the hospital road.
Yeah, boy. I almost could when he moved the big rock there, boy.
And watch your car. Here's the thing, right? He's like, but he get word for moving the big rock. But I be feel the big rock. That stone like what he gonna move. By the hospital, all I be know that the annoying I be one at them. That ain't a historical symbolism or nothing. You know? That there is just a stone in the way. I be could deal with that they move.
And
Big
you
rock
know the big rock. You know the big rock is mostly known for as a young fella going up in Craddock Road. Is known as
wow.
a checkpoint. You know.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't find me, all right, meet me by the big rock. You know. If you don't want to go half route, at least come me by the big rock.
Well, I could tell
Big
you
rock is
how
like big rock is like a goal. You know, Alan.
I could tell you. My mother tell me, watch here. Big rock, the girls and them going to the mountainside. No, them not family. The girls them going down to the seaside. Go ahead. The big rock is a very important marker. You check, let you know where you could go, where the border them there. You either up or top. I don't know about it was foundational. It was foundational.
Yeah,
And he and
everybody
I
has a
was saying
everybody
by he was saying historical.
everybody has a memory of the big rock for different reasons. Because I could tell you this much. I could remember when I was young and we used to go down the road and me used to see me auntie. You understand me? And which one me used to see them right in the same vicinity of the big rock. See that me auntie just said something there so now. Shit, I just miss it.
No, she said she and she sister or something used to go right, they go cool too.
Yo, what happened, right? I got blame Van Hansen too, you know. Because he went go paint the damp and he not paint the big rock. I feel like that what happened. Van, you got a hand in this. You should have paint the big rock. So anybody talk to Carl Van Hansen say Van Hansen didn't paint the big rock there. The big rock there would have been there up to today. Big sense of the nonsense. Anything what Van paint now move.
Yeah,
Van
man.
should have done paint
Yeah.
the face pan that the long time. That's all I gotta say about the big rock. But lad, he gone boy. Anyway,
People, it's that time. We got one more show until the big election. and then he also have election coverage. But election coverage supposed to be longer this year. I supposed to get some videos on the ground, you know, because I'm here this time. Yeah, I'm a belly gonna be full too. Yeah, this time. So they should I should get a even more even more of a look at what's going on in the country, you know, because it doesn't keep still for an election there. Me all around the place. So I don't see all the polling stations and all the drama and the days to come. But I'm gonna say good night. I beat
Yes,
Jason for
it's
the
been
first
good.
time.
It's been real. Yeah, man. Manners and respect to each and everybody. You don't know. Yeah, I know I eat me ass full while I was on the show, but guess what? I needed that energy, man. I was on the highway, stuck, and shit. I know somebody I got, you know. You know what I mean? Some good, nice rice and chicken with some nice salad on the side. Ooh, for me in child support. And for
Me
those
eat
guys back home
me,
who's not,
guy.
and for those guys back home who's supposed to be attending court for social security, you know what I mean? Do the right thing next time. I'm
But
out. I know about you, Alan.
later, good night.
Cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green like now we got